going to start with some activities. The first one is a kind of a name activity.
Robin! Okay!
Robin to pizza! Yeah. Pizza to order. Order to Mariam. Mariam to go now.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to point to a person and everybody shout out that person's name, except the person themselves. The aim of the workshops, Murat, was to explore the question of how can applied theatre inform teacher education? Because I've been working as a teacher educator all my professional life, and I've always been interested in thinking about how drama could help teachers. Because teacher education is very good at providing knowledge to teachers, but it can be quite procedural. So I think the magic of teaching is in the interaction between the learner and the teacher in the classroom. So one thing I thought applied theatre and drama could help teachers is looking at what teachers do when they respond in real time, but also how teachers feel. How do they feel about themselves? Because I think teaching is a lot about self-confidence and how you feel about yourself. So the aim of the workshops was to explore how drama could help teacher education. The other person is your shield. So you want to keep your shield. I planned the workshops so that they would be participant-led. The idea was to ask the participants, how do you think drama and applied theatre could help teacher development? So we had 3 workshops, and the idea was to use drama games and activities and to explore those. And I chose games that I thought would help teachers, such as games that were building trust, also some creativity, using their bodies, using images. And we also wanted to present a drama scenario at the end. So we used forum theatre, which is basically an interactive style. So in the first workshop, we brainstormed challenges and issues related to teaching. In the second workshop, we devised a drama scenario that we could present. The third workshop, we practiced and rehearsed this and thought about facilitation skills, and then we presented it to an audience, and this generated quite a lot of discussion and interaction. So the methodology was very effective, and it is a methodology that could be used, exploited in teacher education, because it did generate a lot of interest and discussion and reflection, which is important in teacher education. So we're going to do the piece again, but with your help, we will achieve a positive outcome. So if you see something that one of the characters is doing that you think can be changed, particularly the protagonist, but you can change any character you like, just say stop, and then we will invite you to say what you want to be changed, or to come and do it. Show us how to improve.
Check shoes. Check. Lesson plan. Good.
Yes. Hey, should I come there?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah, you wanna, please.
All right.
Alright, so let me just check the regulations. Hey, I'm Michael, and is there any dress code in your school?
Yeah, you need to care about like your tattoos and your nail polishes. Males and females wear both. And also your marking notes.
Alright, listen, I'm a male, as for your information. I don't have to worry about the nail polish thing. Let me ask you about. Alright, let me ask you about, is a t-shirt fine? Red t-shirts.
Should be like.
I look great in them. Listen, my kids will love me because of these red t-shirts.
Oh, that's cool. But like, there's this gentleman at the entrance.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I really liked the workshop. It was the first time that I felt like a workshop is meaningful in a way that it is not really pointing fingers at anybody, at any teacher, but at the same time it is providing all kinds of solutions for teachers.
This event was fantastic because it gave me a lot of ideas of running similar workshops with my colleagues. And it was super fun, you know, seeing professionals at work and face-to-face after 2 long years of online teaching. It was a fantastic opportunity. I really enjoyed it.
Apart from the 3 people at the side of the room, everybody come into the middle. Okay, go.
I don't know, but they're planning. They'll go out for drinks. I can join them later. Maybe we'll have fun. I don't know.
The highlights of the workshop for me were playing the theater games. I think that as adults, we rarely get to have time just to play and to play with people who are also wanting to play with us. So, you know, kids do it all the time, but adults, our lives are much too serious. So my favorite part was all of the warm-up games, the theater games, the improv games. They're really fun.
I enjoyed the collaboration, I think, the most. So theater is by nature, right, working with other people to achieve a common goal. So being able to work with other teachers to reach a common goal and to collaborate and to talk about problems and to learn from each other was very helpful and therapeutic, but also enjoyable. It was fun. It was nice to be able to do that with other people instead of by yourself. So that was nice. What did I learn? I learned many things from the workshop, so it's difficult to boil down to just one thing. I think the largest takeaway from the workshops I had was that you don't need to face problems as a teacher by yourself. There are many frustrations in the world of teaching. There are many difficulties, but you can be creative and you can be collaborative and work with other people to better understand what those problems really are, what at the root of the problem is the key issue. And come up with solutions, and other people will be willing to work with you on that.
Trusting people when we were running. How easy was it to trust somebody else? The vampire activity, how did it feel to be a potential victim? Firstly, I learnt that teachers are very interested in drama games, and these drama games do help them develop skills, skills such as active listening, building trust, thinking about creativity, thinking about their bodies. The second thing I learnt was to do with the methodology, that drama is a very good way of reenacting scenes and scenarios and generating discussion and interaction with the participants in the workshop, but also with a wider audience. And the third thing I learnt that was very interesting to me is that teachers are very aware of their teaching identity, and they are interested in reflecting on themselves as teachers and as people. So some of the questions that came up in the workshop was, why do I find it difficult to trust other people? Am I chasing something, or am I running away from something? And these kind of reflective activities teachers were quite interested in, because it's part of their identity and their role as teachers.
Teaching is all about communication. If you communicate something ineffectively, students struggle, or colleagues struggle, etc. So having the opportunity in a theatrical, safe space where the stakes are lower and no one is going to be hurt, and you can try things out without having deep repercussions, I think is great for teacher development. It gives you the opportunity to test and experiment and see without feeling like if I get this wrong, this will be disastrous, right? It gives you the opportunity to play with different possible scenarios, and then hopefully use what you've learned with your students. But it gives that safe space to try new things, which I think is wonderful.
This is a knot, okay? This is a knot, K-N-O-T. What I want you to do is to slowly try to unravel the knot. You cannot let go of any hands.
Through using these applied theater techniques that we were practicing, we found ways to connect with each other, finding that although we work in various different types of schools or different situations, language schools, universities, private schools, we all have similar feelings about some of the burdens that we share. So using these techniques with groups of people that you trust and that you know is one way that we can kind of connect as teachers on a different level without just complaining, but also expressing how we feel about what's happening and helping each other, realize we're not alone, and also find ways that maybe we can deal with those feelings and support each other that's different from doing it all by yourself.
These workshops were designed as a diagnostic process to explore the question, how can drama and applied theatre help teacher education? So having done the workshops, the aim now is to use what we've learnt in order to create maybe more workshops, short courses, maybe some online resources to help teachers who are interested in exploring not only what teaching is all about, but also how they can interact with learners and how they can develop performative skills in the classroom and use this methodology in teacher development and teacher education more extensively.
The theater workshop that we just finished was really, really fun. We played a lot of theater games. We did a lot of trust activities. My favorite part was making pictures with our bodies and using it like our bodies can move together and create these wonderful stories. I'd do the workshop again.